tell you, say, yes, Naya.
My hands are dry.
Who cares about your hands being dry, man?
No, I do.
It's too bad now. Who recorded that?
Oh no.
Shame.
My hands, my beautiful hands.
I want that shame. What is up? 1 2 1 2 1 2. We are back. We are back.
I ain't seen the sky. Oh, am I joking?
What?
No, he said what is up? I was just saying the Childish Gambino's line.
Old man jokes.
I just nicked his line.
Yeah. Old man jokes.
Yeah.
From Old Man Turns. Hey, wait. Anyway, what's up? How you guys doing? We are back for the Black British Geeks episode 25.
25.
Yeah, 25, man.
Okay.
25 long episodes, you know. Still not getting paid. Man's on the road, yeah. What? No, just a kid.
Not getting paid, but we're out here, bruv. It's cold on the road.
Anyway, today get distracted. Okay, anyway, today we are talking about
the top of this boy. The top boy.
What does that so weird? You say that?
Top boy.
The top of this boy.
So yeah, Top Boy. That's what we're talking about today.
Yep. So Top Boy season 3. Although Netflix are trying to cheat. Netflix trying to cheat you guys and make you believe that this is season 1, just because Drake's associated and just because Netflix is associated. But no,
exactly.
This is season 3. Yeah, Top Boy's been there for a long time.
Yep. When did it first come out?
I think it's 2011. I think I checked before.
Yeah, probably was. 'Cause I think the last one was 2013.
Yeah, so
it's a long time ago.
So this is season 3, yeah. So all you people who watched it before, because I feel like if you didn't watch the first 2, you won't fully understand the depths of Sully's character.
Exactly, and the relationship between a lot of the characters. So like him and Deshane, their relationship, and also him and forgot the boy's name.
Sugar? Oh, no, just joking.
Sugar.
Yeah, the boy who died. Hey. So,
and you say that I do things, huh?
I didn't say anything.
See,
I was like,
I got all the blame.
I was like the guy who beatbox.
See, I wouldn't like. It's you beat me now because you've just said it to a bunch of people.
No, you're making it bigger. I didn't say nothing.
Yeah.
See, you're so busy jumping it.
Yeah.
Like, what's he gonna say? Shame, exactly. Anyway, okay, we're gonna do this. Let's do this. We're gonna do because I thought at first we were going to do like a episode by episode talk, but actually there's loads of stuff which I think if we miss, it's not a big deal because if you're watching it, then you see for yourself.
That's true.
Let's begin. Let's do it last time. Let's begin the first half with minimal spoilers, if we can. Actually, no, with no spoilers.
Yeah, we're going to have no. Yeah.
And then afterwards, we'll give you guys warnings when we actually do some spoilers. So, But anyway, Top Boy. So Top Boy season 3. Yes, it's came out on Netflix. Is it end of last month?
Yeah, that's the end of last month. Yeah, the end of last month. So it's kind of what September sometime. Yeah. So it came out.
So a lot of you haven't seen it before. It's based in London. Top Boy, basically. What's up? Make some random stuff up.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's see what the good IMDb says.
That's what I was looking for.
IMDb. They probably got like the best but worst description of Top Boy. Simply, people selling drugs on the road. Simple.
Is it?
And people who want to be at the top of their game. So that's nice PC version of it.
That's pretty much it. Yeah, literally, that's it.
Exactly.
Other people, no, that's not it. That's not it. It's about the deep understanding about two men trying to be the best they can be on London streets.
Exactly.
I'm only joking.
Some
but
nonsense.
Yeah. But pretty much, they sell drugs to become the top of an estate. That's
exactly.
Really.
So, so in season 3, as kind of the trailer says anyway, season 3 is all about old school. You see, even if I said that's my point. So I was gonna say to you, I'm gonna say like old school drug dealer. Yeah, and it's like because that's what it's about, drug dealers. Yeah. It's like when you say drug dealers, it doesn't sound cool. Yeah, that's not really meant to be cool.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's literally like an old school drug dealer.
Yep.
Who disappears for a bit to Jamaica. Yeah. Gets himself in trouble and has to come back to London.
Yeah. In the most elaborate way.
Exactly. So, all on the first episode. Yeah. To sell drugs again.
No, that's true. Yeah.
That literally is pretty much the premises of his character.
Yeah. So I guess everything from the trailer, I guess, yeah, we can say because that's not a spoiler.
Yeah, exactly.
So, as we know in the trailer, Sully, I guess his friend, like the two of them are coming out together.
Yeah.
He's, of course, as you see in the trailer, he's in jail. And I think in the trailer as well, he's just been let out.
Okay.
So, yeah, so that's his story. So in the first episode, try not to spoil anything, it's about them and where they are at after this whole kind of 3-year break. No, not 3 years. How many years it's been? How many ever years it's been? Like since they broke, it's kind of trying to reestablish where they are and who they are at this moment in time.
Yeah. I just say, again, because you said there's actually 3 seasons, like, because in case you want to watch the show, I said we're not gonna spoil it too much, but I would say that where we come into the journey of how these characters are now, I would say it's pretty different to how they were before.
Yeah, that's true actually. Yeah.
So hence that's another reason why I think it's really important that you might as well watch season 1 and 2, which is also on Netflix. Each season is actually only 4 episodes as well.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot to watch. Realistically, it's like still shorter than season 3.
Yeah.
Season 3 is 10 episodes. And yeah, season 1 and 2 together is 8 episodes.
8 episodes, yeah.
So you got no reason.
And that's the thing, like season 1 and 2, because on Netflix they try and trick you. Like we were saying, because they call that, was it Top Boy Thing House?
Summer House?
Summer House, yeah. So it's going to be on a different link. So if you click onto it, don't get confused by season 1, because that's what happened to me anyway. And then you end up spoiling it for myself.
Yeah. So go
start watching.
Yeah, so Summer House is, sorry about that. So yeah, we'll watch Summer House. Summer House is the first 2 seasons, and then Top Boy is by itself is
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your thoughts? What do you think of it?
What I think of it? So this season, okay, everything, like all of the good parts I thought of it.
Yeah.
Like that's like I liked how they filmed it.
Yeah.
How they filmed it, how they got back into the story. Like I like that they kind of kept it the same, because they didn't like just change it because like Drake's on board or other people are on board. They were like, we're gonna keep it the same sort of feeling. It's gonna be really kind of like still a very like British show.
Yeah.
In that sense. So yeah, for me I was like, yeah, I like that they kept it the same. All the acting is very good as well. So I like the way that I keep forget Ashley Walters, Ashley D, and Kano, they both really act out the parts really well. And I think like even Kano's definitely put himself more into the role.
Mm-hmm.
And how they kind of developed the characters. So yeah, for me I liked it. I like this season. There's certain things that I didn't like about the season, but I'm trying not to spoil it, but there's certain things I didn't like about the season. And I think the one thing that they need to take from John Wick is consequences.
From John Wick,
So yeah.
Man said John Wick, mad thing.
Idiots. That's a road thing, bro. But yeah, so they need to say like consequences need to be, I think, is the main theme is kind of missing.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think that's the only thing I didn't like about it.
Interesting. I gotta say, for me, I don't know, when I watched it, again, it's like I'm all for, like, I want to see a lot more UK black UK shows. And yeah, when Top Boy first came out, again, I wasn't, like, for me personally, like, okay, let me focus. If I focus on a new one,
Yeah.
I like to see a good quality TV show with black British people.
Mm.
And it was, I would say, in my opinion, I liked the way it's filmed.
Mm.
I liked the locations. I liked a lot of the actors.
Yeah.
A lot of the relationships between certain characters I really liked as well.
That's true.
There's a lot more positives than negatives when it came to the show.
Mm.
But I guess the main kind of overarching thing which I have, which was part of the reason which I thought, let me watch it first before making an opinion. I'm like, I guess I'm just sick of seeing like, when I see black men on TV, especially when it's like a majority cast, I'm sick of seeing young black men and even young black women always being criminals.
No, it's true.
And the glorification of these lifestyles.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, I feel like, yes, it's a lot of it's true. Do you mean? It's like, a lot of us kids who's grown up in London, you witness a lot of things.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's not, I think I'm not going to generalize it, but I mean, like, I've seen some of these things myself. Some of the lifestyles of certain people.
Yeah.
And it's like, so a lot of it's true, but I'm like, if on TV you have hardly any representation of black people, like, there is some, I'm saying this does not majority.
No,
But
yeah, yeah,
whenever I'm looking at black faces on TV,
mm-hmm.
you know, if I want to see a show that's done really, really well,
Yeah.
I want to see a positive message. Do you mean?
Yeah, no, of course, yeah.
And I feel like, again, what you said about consequences, I feel like, you know, this one was done well in the sense of they spiced in, you know, quite a few positive black things there as well.
Yeah.
So it wasn't all negative. It wasn't like, oh, all road and you have to live on the road.
Yeah.
It wasn't all that. So I'll be fair, you know, because again, I want to watch it first before making no judgments.
Mm-hmm.
But it still glorified it.
Yeah.
It still kind of normalized it.
Yeah, and that's the same thing I was thinking, because like you're showing the positives, but on the other side, the one that stands out of what you should be like trying to attain for yourself is this kind of, oh yeah, we're gonna become like the head of summer house and all that sort of stuff. And it's like the other things are kind of they're kind of not shown enough to show you like there's a character in there and there's a character in there and basically one of their parents is really well off. Their person's got like two parents who are well off, black people.
Which character?
So forgot her name, but it's the Jamie's brother's girlfriend.
Yeah.
She's really well off. Her parents are well off. And yeah, they're living in a kind of affluent area and stuff like that. And I think it's good to show both sides. I just don't feel like they've kind of delved enough into certain things. Like to show one couple is good, and I know you can only do so much within the time frame of a show.
Yeah.
But it would be nice to see a bit more of it. And I guess what they have done well, which I did like, is that his brother, Jamie, who is a drug dealer, you find that out straight away.
Yeah.
Like they find his brother's going to university and trying to do better for himself, and they do keep that going throughout the whole thing.
Yeah.
So I did like that part of it. So yeah, that was positive. I did like that.
Yeah. Like I said, like for me again, it's like overall, I thought, I don't know. Again, maybe I would be less harsh. Maybe I would be less harsh if we had loads of like black British TV shows.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like that's one thing which I say. Like I have a lot of issues with how Americans represent African Americans as well. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But you know, I guess one thing about them is like they've got an abundance of shows. We have like My Wife and Kids used to have
exactly. Yeah.
Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. There's loads of like an abundance of like black shows or African American shows you could watch, which is predominantly black cast.
Mm-hmm.
Had nothing to do with drugs. They might every so often throw like a little drug thing in there, but usually it was like just positive. The message was more about the family values, and then that was it. And I guess maybe that's because we're lacking that number of, you know, predominantly shows of, you know, maybe black successful people who's doing this and is focused on the lifestyle.
Yeah.
I think that's the reason why, again, I have a bigger chip on my shoulder about this thing coming out. I was like, yeah, it's good. But I mean, this narrative, we're still painting the same narrative that, you know, it's black people, you know, like kind of, it's almost like working and getting a qualification sometimes, you know, it's good and it's okay.
Yeah.
But you're one of them. Like, you know, it's almost like it's not the positive. It's not positive. It's almost like you're stupid to get a job. You're stupid to get qualified. Do you mean it's not the main thing? Even in Top Boy, I felt like, of course, he knew how important it was for the brother to get his qualifications.
Yeah.
But I mean, I kind of feel like, well, if he was really that important, I feel like there would be more talk of, I don't know, him saying to maybe his team or other people, or there's so much money you can make. I don't know. I just feel like there was no idea of our plan B. Our plan B is going to be make all this money and then we're going to invest in something which is more positive.
Okay, yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
It's a better area, you know, even if it was, and they, and they went into spoilers. It does address it at a point, but it's such a small, insignificant part. You're like, wait a minute, you should have done this. They should have set that up earlier in the show. I don't know if that, like everyone says, get left on the cutting room floor. Maybe they done earlier scenes.
Yeah.
But there's one scene towards the end, it's not really a spoiler, where they do show some of them doing stuff that's positive, but they don't show it throughout the rest of the show. So in the whole, how many episodes? 10 episodes?
Yeah.
There's only one little caption of about 5 seconds of them doing something positive. And I was like, why wasn't that in the rest of the show? Like literally that kind of, for me, was like, if you put that through it, I would have said that would have added to like the depth for the characters and also shown that they are trying to do something a bit more positive.
Yeah.
But they don't show that until like the last episode, 5 seconds. So yeah, for me that kind of threw that was a kind of throwaway thing to say. This is what we're trying to do to show the positive parts. But yeah, I mean, like for me, definitely, like looking at, I'm sure everyone said it. Yeah, looking at the acting, really good.
Yeah.
I like that they moved it from just being in like London to going to different parts of England.
Oh, but I about to say Jimmy Cup, but it's not.
Even that, yeah.
Manchester, you mean?
Yeah. When they went up to Manchester, there's a part when they go to Manchester. So yeah, I like that whole part, and just like whilst they're in Manchester, not a big spoiler.
Netflix money.
Yeah. What? Oh yeah, I even forgot. Yeah, it's true. So whilst they're in Manchester, they're just doing stupid things.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's probably what you would do because I'm just remembering back to being like younger and seeing people who used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it was like you're walking around doing a bunch of nothing, waiting for something to happen or waiting for things to happen. And I was like, yeah, do you know what? That looks pretty much like what people would probably be doing in that situation. So I think it was definitely close to like real life.
No, I agree with you. Now, okay, this is something which I haven't heard a lot of people touch on. And I guess I just want to kind of throw this question out there. What's your thoughts on? Actually, no, better yet. Okay, so maybe this is me. Like, I'm not trying to dig too deep into things.
Okay, yeah.
But I guess for me, I'm kind of like, I kind of feel like I'm not exactly sure how I feel, and I don't know how I feel. I'm not saying that I'm angry or not angry or like it's a big deal, but for me, I'm like, I think it's quite interesting that in all seasons, and this isn't a spoiler, but this is, I find it interesting that almost in all seasons, a lot of times the people who are it almost feels like the black people are the ones who are, the low life criminals, selling drugs, at the bottom, of everything, and then usually seems to be that the top person is normally the white person. Yeah, because no matter how much they say top boy, realistically, it's like, in most of the seasons, you're always introduced to the person who's actually the one who has power. Yeah. He's normally the white person. Yeah. It's normally the white person kind of who's selling them load of drugs, taking their money, living their nice lifestyle as well. And that's again, it's like a lot of times it's almost like it's a white person who's living the nice lifestyle. Yeah. Selling drugs to black people. And then it's like they're on the street. Yeah. And it's like it's not like we're stuck on this estate. But I'm pretty sure, again, this isn't spoilers because I guess this is just me. It's like you're presented with each character straight away. Yeah, it just feels a bit weird. I don't know, and also kind of it coming from a white writer as well. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. Is it me reading into it too much? That it's white writers doing a show about black people. Yes, it's amazing that you pulled in so much, unsigned, unknown actors who are black and stuff. But I'm like. But still, in the show, the position of power is still actually the white people. Yeah, I mean, mainly even in this season as well. So in the first season, pretty much white people. European white people. So and then this season, I guess you can argue too in this season because in this season, the Jamaican guy. Sugar. But also we still have the other. The guy who keeps coming up. Yeah. Turn up Sugar. Sugar wants his money. So But we got two. But I guess in this one we have two. Okay, yeah. And one is white. Yeah. I mean, yeah. So there's two. So there's the main one, Sugar, who's the Jamaican kind of connects. Who's I don't want to say too much, but it's in the beginning. Yeah. So. What was you going to say? I was going to say, but again, if you think about it again, you have the Jamaican Connect who's in prison. Well, yeah, that's true. Yeah. Again, he's not in a good place. He's not living an affluent life like the rest of these people. Yeah, no. Then we see the other one who's got all these nice houses. Yeah. No, you're right. You're 100% right. Because he's in jail. Like king of jail. He's like king of the prison. Yeah, king of the pig. Everybody's knows about king of the pigsty. Yeah. No, it's true. And and all he does is roll from prison. No, you're right. You're right. That is ridiculous. What type of rule is that? It should be. He should be in Jamaica, probably making deals. And then, it's a spoiler, but it's not a big spoiler. They tried to add that bit from. Have you ever seen that show High Flying Bird? No. Film, sorry. No. If you ever watch High Flying Bird, rewatch an episode of Top Boy. Okay. The one where Bashi's helping support the guy. Don't you know? So the one where Bashi's helping the guy. Black literally boys.
scene from High Flying Birds. They've
Yeah.
just taken the mix to get together,
Okay.
and it's to show like, oh yeah, he's trying to do something more, but then he's still on road and all that sort of stuff. So yeah,
Yeah.
he's still a road man.
It just, yeah, man. I sat back and I watched it because again, when I was watching season 1, and I was like, so again, it's the black people who are selling drugs again. Then it's the black men who are exploiting the black children.
Yeah.
Again, to
No,
sell
it's true.
drugs. So again, so we're exploiting our community. And then you go up to your dealer. It's like you go to a dealer who usually has like a nicer car and a nicer house.
Yeah.
And you take the money and it's
From
like,
there.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To bring it back and exploit your own people.
Yeah, it's true.
And then again, it was like, I thought, okay, well, let me see what season 3's got to do with it. And exactly the same thing again.
Yeah.
Do you mean? And it's like, again, I'm not gonna, I'm not saying it's because they have white writers. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm saying it just feels like, I don't know, it just feels a bit like a coincidence that, you know, it's, why are the white people, again, even in the shows, again, that's meant to be for us, but it's not even for us because deep down, it's the same negative stereotypes again.
Yeah, no, it's true. I mean, last season, I get what you mean. The main thing is like the white characters are the ones in control of all of this. I guess they could be saying that it's kind of how it is in real life. I don't know because I don't know deep enough into the situation. But I guess maybe that could be a reality, which of course, yeah, you may be able to put out there and say that that's the sad reality of what's going on. I guess they don't delve enough into it. Like people questioning them, like, why are you working for this guy? It's basically like slavery or something like that. You could have thrown something in there, you know, to add to it. The last season, I guess they had the Chinese. I think he's Chinese. He's British, but Chinese. You know,
Benedict Wong.
Asian guy. Yeah. So he was also manipulating and exploiting the kids. As well.
Yeah. But I mean, I guess, but in the grand scheme of things, in the main story of Top Boy, there's not the main people.
No, it's true. It was what was it last time? Not Serb. What were they called? Turkish.
I think Turkish.
No. Albanians. Albanians were the first. This one's Turkish. Yeah. So the third season's Turkish for some reason. The second and first season were Albanians who were controlling the whole thing. So yeah, for me it was just it's what you're saying that even though they're saying they're going to be top boy, it is literally top of an estate. Yeah,
you're top of nothing. You're just top of your fucking pigsty. I keep pigsty again, you know.
Pigsty.
You know, that's just a new word now.
Exactly.
Top of pigsty. You're top of pigsty, you know.
You just have to make it work.
Exactly.
The pigsty.
On a pigsty, you know. No, but it's true. It's true to me, and that frustrates me. It's like even in your own success in that stupid damn show, you're still second-class citizens. Do you mean?
No, it's true.
And that's what I feel like. Do you know? I swear, I feel like sometimes I feel like I'm an old man. I feel like I'm an old black man. Old Caribbean man in the younger looking body. Because when I watch this and I listen to the nonsense music that some of these kids are making, I watch some of these nonsense TV shows. I remember I think it was I walked past. So when I'm playing like rugby and stuff, I always walk past this like small estate.
Okay,
And it was like I swear after 1 week of Top Boy, everyone's on road. I told you, everyone's on road
saying,
like it's Top Boy. Do you mean?
No, it's true.
And I'm like, that's part of the power of influence, especially in media.
Exactly, yeah.
Do you mean you sit down there, you start making everyone look cool, just like hanging out on the street and we do fam. No. It's like, you normalize it. Because I mean, like it's like.
And then people are gonna start thinking that's something to aspire to.
Yeah.
Especially people who are doing it. They're like, why aren't we doing what the characters are doing? And you know, it just takes you to be smoking a little bit and think you're the characters. Like literally. So for me, it is ridiculous. And I think you're probably right. It's probably sadly they've watched it and thinking, oh yeah, let's go hang outside as well. I don't know. You know, you never know what really causes it, but I think it could be an influence.
I think we know that. I think we know that there's many different things that affect this. That affect this whole people and how they influence.
But this
people.
Could be one of them.
Yeah, I think this is one of them. And I was hoping, again, it's like I can sit down and say again. I watched it first, and I want to say that it's positive. It's positive how it's good to see a lot of unknown faces, black faces, in this show, given a step up.
That's true,
because you know, hopefully their careers will move forward. Also, I'm hoping it doesn't move forward into more stereotypical positions, but you know, see an opportunity for people. That's good. the same way, like I said, it was done well. The acting was done well. Some of the relationships I thought were done well. The filming was done well. So I think I'm not gonna write a show off as it's a bad show.
Yeah.
But I mean, I need to see more. Like I want to see more positive stuff come out of it. Do you mean?
No, sure. Yeah.
And I want to go into spoilers in a bit. I want to go spoilers in a bit.
I know. So you want to get deeper into it
because there's certain things which I can say, which is like, okay, it was good, but clearly what was bad.
Yeah.
Anyway, before we move on, is there anything else you want to say about it?
I'm just trying to quickly flip through my mind of certain things. Yeah, so for me, like I guess I said, yeah, it's good. Like before, I didn't know all the other seasons were done by, I can't remember his name, the Irish guy who's the actual producer and stuff.
Same guy, yeah.
So yeah, for me, it was a surprise to say, like, yeah, you've got all of this again. It does feel like kind of like making money off of the same sort of, the same sort of thing.
Yeah.
Of black people being in the same position. So for me, that felt more like a negative. But until, I don't know, I'm hoping that
Ronan Bennett.
Okay, that's his name. So yeah, until the next season, I hope they start to do, like I said, a bit more consequences or a bit more kind of making it feel real. I think this season as well, because it's not only me, like I was speaking to other people at work, and they was like, wait a minute, is it really like that you can do all of these things and just kind of get away with a lot of it? A lot of the characters are getting away with certain things. And I was like, yeah, because at the end of the day, there's certain things that happen and no police come up. There's not really much talked about on TV.
Yeah.
And certain things like that. And I'm like, that just doesn't feel real to life. So, yeah, for me, I think that was the bad. The good thing is, yeah, there are a lot of new actors and new faces, and they are acting really well.
Yeah. I guess also, like, what else I was going to say? Look, let's go on spoilers, man. Okay.
So I want to get into today, but
Look. Well, let me just say this. I would say, is it worth watching? I don't know.
Yeah.
I would say,
I think it's okay. I would say it depends on how you're coming at it.
that's what I was gonna say to you. Depends on your mentality as well.
Yeah. So if you're coming at it like you just want to see something where you're like, yeah, I'm just gonna agree with what they're doing. Like I guess it's up to you. I think it depends on your mentality. Is it worth watching? For me, I watched it and I enjoyed certain parts of it because I watched it from the first season.
Yeah.
So I would say it's worth watching if you've already seen the first seasons and stuff like that. And yeah, I don't know, because I think there's a setup and I think hopefully there's something that's going to happen next. So I hope that it is worth watching. That's basically what I'm saying. So is it worth watching? Yeah, if you want to see. Actually, yeah, it's worth watching if you want to see a good produced or well-produced British show.
Yeah, I agree. Just again, but you need to come into it. Again, something's about mentality. It's not for everyone. It's not for everybody. Because again, it is pushing the whole gang life with extras. So there are some good moments as well. I think for me, it's like how you influence. I think if you're watching it, you need to watch it with an open mind.
Yeah.
And I think it's hard because you can't tell. It's hard to tell a sheep that, you know what I mean? Like, someone who literally was like, would watch it and then start trying to live that life, like not to watch it.
No, it's true, yeah.
So, I don't know, I'm conflicted because I feel like personally, I can tell the difference, I guess growing up as a black man in London, having seen how different people live their life and knowing the choices I've made compared to other people I have made.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I can imagine someone who hasn't lived that life, who's not black, they probably watch this and think it's the gospel and think it's all true.
Yeah, exactly.
Or not even that it's all true, because a lot of it is true.
Yeah.
But I think it's a fact of, you need to watch it knowing that that's only like one person's or group of people's reality.
Yeah.
But there's a whole spectrum of people, who are growing up, black middle class, having their own businesses, who don't do anything on the road. Do you know what I mean? It's like there's a whole spectrum of people. So I think, if you're going to watch it because you just get hyped up about rubbish, then that's not good, because it's not going to help.
Exactly.
It's not going to help the journey for any of us.
Mm-hmm.
But if you can understand, okay, this isn't all black people, and this isn't how everyone on the States live, because again, it's like there's a lot of people who are really hard working, and probably because of the housing situation in London, they live in shit estates.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean they're all from gangs. Doesn't mean they're also drugs. And I think for those who don't know this, they probably will think that's true from the show. So I mean, just watch it with a pinch of salt, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I agree. That's
But, spoilers.
Spoiler time.
Spoilers. Baila. Spoilers. All spoilers. You hear me now? Spoilers. Done. Okay, go.
Go.
Go. Tell me some scum. This gets just.
Ooh, the spoiling time. So yeah. So for me, okay. So what I liked about it from the now, cause see, I'm nearly gonna spoil the second season, so I gotta be careful of that. Yeah, this season, like I said, anyway, I did like it. Spoiler parts that I didn't like. You know the part where the guy gets stabbed.
Which one?
No, he didn't get stabbed. So I'm wrong. He gets shot. I forget his name. I forgot the guy's name. He's like a main kind of distro. I just took that from thing. But yeah, he's the main distributor for them.
For who?
For the gang. I forgot his name. Let's quickly look it up.
Yeah.
While I'm looking it up, you might as well say, what did you like about it?
No. So okay. So like things I liked, like Kano. So watching how Kano's character, Kano as in Sully, watching how he developed, because in the first 2 seasons, like Sully, like was the main one who was just like, who's just on his own thing. Like he's doing this, like he was almost a villain in many ways in the first 2 seasons.
Okay, yeah.
So seeing him like be a lot more calm and collective in this one was interesting. To see his character's development was interesting. He was still on the same type of thing, but he wasn't the same.
Okay, yeah.
I love the scenes, like the scene where he's getting shot at.
At
a funeral.
Yeah.
And he's like, he's literally do a bit of slow motion when he's like at the back of the car.
Yeah.
I thought it was really, really good. And even his scene when he comes back to London after the fire.
Okay, yeah.
And it's like, he just like, Asher D opens up the door. So the Shane opens the door up and he's just standing with the gun in his face.
Yeah.
Or like this, also like, all kind of like, the remnants of the like smoke and stuff in his face. And I thought, it's good. Like how they did that and how he acted on that part. Like him, I listened to an interview of him saying how he was looking to, with this he plans on taking it more seriously with acting stuff, because it's new to him, so it's exciting. And I can see he's working. He's definitely put in the hard work.
No, definitely.
Have you found anything yet?
I don't think they got his name in it. I don't know why not.
When did he get shot?
So basically, it's the part where she's meant to kneecap him. So the main
just said that, innit?
Yeah, no, but that's what I'm saying, guys. So he died. He's the only person who died who got shot in that sense, like through the shot in the leg. But I can't remember the guy's name.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah. So he gets shot in the back of the leg and he dies.
Yeah.
But for me, like I was saying, there was no real consequence, because like even the girl who shot him, she was like, "Oh, yeah, I've never done this before."
Yeah.
And she goes and shoots him in the leg, kills him, and she's like, "Bah, take the gun." And like, there's no even like looking at her being a little bit traumatized, because out of the group, she's kind of the most emotional for some reason. Like, she's the most emotional, even compared to her, a few other characters. And like, there's no kind of, oh yeah, I've just killed someone. They just died right in front of me. It's kind of like, take the gun. Okay, we'll go away. We'll just say that it was Summer House who done it, and then they walk off. Yeah. For me, I would have liked a little bit more kind of, oh yeah, there's something that happened after this. But
I feel like, I don't know, me personally, I feel like none of them really had that though. I feel like none of them really had much remorse about what's going on.
Yeah.
They were just shooting and stabbing people up.
Yeah.
I didn't really feel there was that much remorse.
No, there's not, yeah.
So, I mean, I guess I couldn't really hold it against her doing that. It was just clearly stupid how she's meant to shoot him in his kneecap.
Yeah.
That was just stupid. The whole thing was stupid.
Yeah.
And even when she shot him, you can clearly see she put a gun in the wrong part of his leg anyway.
Yeah.
Put it right in his thigh with a big bloody main arteries.
Yeah.
It's just,
So yeah. And for me, all of the stuff that I kind of didn't like, it was like the whole point where, who was it? I think it was the Summer House group. I think it's Summer House group go to shoot Jamie.
What, the ZT, bruv?
The ZT?
ZT? Zero tolerance, innit?
Zero tolerance group, brother. Yeah, but yeah, so the Summer House group go to shoot the ZT group.
Yeah.
And then basically end up shooting the girl that Jamie wants to go out with.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so he was about to go out with her, and then she basically gets shot. And for me, I was like, okay, they do the kind of lip service part of, oh yeah, she's in a coma now.
Yeah.
This is what happens when people get shot. It was like, okay, was that it? There was like nothing. There was no anger from there was nothing. I was like, come on, that felt a bit lazy. Like it was like, oh, we want to show you this, but we're just gonna like lip service it, and he's because we need him to continue doing what he's doing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna put him back out on the street. So yeah, so I don't know. It was just, those bits for me kind of felt a bit loose.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you're saying, the really good bits that did touch you were their Kano parts.
Yeah, definitely.
In Manchester. Even the part I did like is like them showing a different way for the police.
Yeah.
So sorry, am I talking to you now?
No, go on.
Yeah, so even like for the police, where the woman goes, there's a part in Manchester where there's a Muslim woman and her husband, so they're staying in the house where.
Yeah.
No, is it Kano and them are staying in the house where they live?
Was that Manchester?
I think that was Manchester. I thought because you said Manchester when I said they were up.
No.
Oh, no, that wasn't Manchester. Sorry, that was off by the sea.
That was Reigate. Was it Reigate?
Yeah. Sorry, Manchester's when the two kids go up to Manchester.
Yeah. That's what I meant
so
for.
yeah. So it was Reigate where they were staying up with the. So Kano and the group go up, stay with these people, and pay them basically rent and all that sort of stuff. So basically, there's a part where the woman who's not pregnant but just had a baby goes and shoplifts.
Yeah.
And I like the way they kind of handle that situation. Like that should be the way that you handle the situation. So if any police are watching that episode,
yeah.
I guess it's a good thing in the sense of maybe it'll give someone the idea instead of just like prosecuting someone straight away.
Yeah.
Like if you can see that there was a reason why they done it to kind of maybe help them or something like that. And I like that sort of, there was a compassion shown.
Yeah.
But then also the truth of it, where you had the people in the area go and decide to like burn down the house and try and kill them all. So it was showing the two different kind of dynamic between people trying to help and also people who are just racist in the country, like, you know, in certain parts.
Again, it's quite easy again how... this.
No,
oh my gosh, it's literally gonna sound like a race conversation. It's not meant to sound like a race conversation.
So, we're just too political now.
No, I'm just thinking now. Yeah. I'm just thinking now, like again. So, I swear, Kane and them had no problem, like proper killing and dismantling.
Exactly. Yeah.
All
No,
these
that's
other
true.
people.
Yeah.
Who are normally black, but then again, when it comes to the white kids, who come burn down the house trying to kill you. Mm-hmm. A woman and her baby,
exactly.
A man and your best friend, just a little, young boy, and it's like you survive it, the boy dies, and you're there just gonna beat him up.
Nah, that's true.
You're getting him in a pole. Do you try and kill him? And you try and kill him, but you're quick to want to drop a gun to shoot black people, and stab black people. But when it comes to like someone who actually did try to take your life and took the life of your friend, you're like, oh yeah, and I'm gonna beat him up and leave him in the street and just walk off.
Yeah. No, do you know what? I think you're right, and I think that's that kind of. I don't want to get too political because it's a fun thing, but this is a political program anyway because it's talking about Black British gays. So, but in the sense of like, I think that's probably some of that. I don't know who wrote that part, but you're right. It's like they'll kill off black people all over the place. Like, I shot him, he's dead. Kill her, she's dead. Whatever, we don't really care. Throw the kid off the, do this stuff. We don't care. Actually, they throw the guy off the balcony after beating him to death and all that sort of stuff. We don't care. Comes to the racist white guy who kills someone, leave him alive. Just beat him up a bit. Put him in hospital a little bit, but he's all right. It's like, wait a minute, you've killed all these black people, not cared one bit. But when it comes to that character, you're saying let's leave them alive, and it shows that this like what's more important, whose lives are more important here, and why are they more important? Like what are they trying to say in the story in that sense, And for me, it doesn't make any sense. So it's just crazy. Yeah,
I'm just trying to mean it's like I guess I'm thinking there's just remorse for that guy, but there's no remorse for everyone else.
Yeah. So it's like, because he goes close to like beating him up, like close to killing him. I think the last thing he does is like hit him with the pole in the stomach or something, in the chest. So he's like, and then walks off. And it's like, well, he's still probably alive. He might be like really badly beaten up and need emergency help, but he'll probably survive it.
No, exactly. I was gonna make a quick disclaimer as well. Look, for me personally, cause I've watched a few lives, I've listened to a few reviews. And I think one thing that gets me is like, because I'm not one of those people who's like, I'm a grown man, so I'm on this hype talk like everyone else. See people just hyping the show, and all the negative things kind of carrying on the same stereotypes.
Yeah.
And for me, it's like I'm too old for that, man. I'm not. To me, it's like I feel like I want to keep seeing progression. I want to keep seeing things getting better and better and better. Do you mean? if I think about, imagine if I look at the whole Jamie scenario, and Jamie wants better for his brothers.
Yeah.
Now for me, I'm like, okay, let's put this. Let's if you make every drug deal, every person, want to do the same thing, and they want the best for their family, then I'm hoping. Well, then what? Is this a good sign that maybe everyone who's doing drugs, then one day we'll kind of stop doing drugs. So man, I'm just I don't know, man. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like because almost in a one way you're kind of showing that we know it's negative and we want better. I'm like, well, I just want to see more better then. Like
Exactly.
That's what I want to see. I want to see better in general. Do you mean? I want to see better all around. And I just feel like anyway, my whole point is about the whole hyping things up is it just got to me like everyone is just like, yeah, fam, innit, man did this and then man did this. I'm like, come on, like a lot of you people talking as though you're also adults. You mean?
Okay,
you also know because you also want to know about that, and you're not about that life. Like you don't live that life, so stop pretending. Do you know what I mean? Like if them people can do that, then let them do it. But don't pretend you're on it. Don't pretend you're on it, and don't support it because when their life collides with your life, like we can say next. Do you mean when it's like if you're one who's caught in a crossfire, all this hype you're talking about, roadman, this. Do you mean you catch one of your family catch a stray bullet?
Yeah.
And then we can say next. Do you mean you want me to jump around about how man did this, and no, you wouldn't be doing that. And that's what gets me. Do you mean? It's like I don't like. I'm sick of part of the reason why I want this podcast and doing this podcast because I'm sick of the same narratives that's perpetuated by other people as well, man. It's like, come on, sometimes you have to be like, just open your eyes. Do you mean this isn't positive at the moment? He's in London. We're hearing about all these people that end up getting stabbed up with this and this. Do you mean? It's like, in some ways, this kind of gives you, I guess, in some ways, this is trying to give you an insight into when you're hearing on the news, this person being stabbed, this person this. It's like, say for something, if they are living that same type of lifestyle, like you can see in real life how it affects their families and affects their communities. So I mean, maybe if you, even on your own platforms, like try to be more responsible. Because on my platform here, I want to be responsible. I don't want to say how cool this is and how cool that is.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you mean? And maybe for you guys, rather than hyping it or fucking up, excuse my language, like just think about these are real people's lives. Yeah, it's not all TV shows. Because I think that's a strength. That's one strength I say about Top Boy.
Yeah.
Do you mean? It's like, one strength about Top Boy is some of this is real.
Yeah,
some of this is real. So why is this your entertainment? You're like, the struggle to who's Top Boy, and do you mean like don't be having thoughts in your head about you want to be Top Boy next.
Yeah.
Because as you can see in the lifestyle, that lifestyle ain't good for nobody. That's what you can say?
No, it's exactly that. And I mean, like, they do one thing that I didn't even mention in the first part of this episode was the Ghanaian boy.
Yeah.
They're trying to show his struggle with his mum basically being, well, not deported, but being unable to work because they're investigating whether or not she has right to stay in the country and stuff.
Yeah.
Which is an interesting storyline. And of course it was to push him to, of course, become like part of the gangs and everything like that.
Yeah.
Which for me kind of worked because it was like, he's in a bad situation that he has to now try and where he feels because he's a kid and he doesn't know any better, and he doesn't have any options in his mind. That basically, what he has to do now is to start basically selling drugs for the summer house, summer house crew and all that sort of stuff. So for me, I like that part. And a good part, I guess, at the end was the point of the guy trying to shoot him.
Okay, go on.
And it kind of showed you a bit more like this is real because when you see a big, not grown person, but grown enough trying to kill a kid in his own house while the mom's trying to fight him out of the house and stuff like that. You're like, this is ridiculous. Like none of this should be going on.
Yeah. So
for me, it was just like, that part was a good scene. I shouldn't have, but I probably did. But I was like, this is like, it was so ridiculous. I had to laugh because you're like, there are people like that who have that mindset, like, this was done, so I have to kill this kid or kill this person. And it's like, well, there's absolutely no need for you to, it was just a kid who kind of got in the way. And I mean, so that whole, basically the end part is that the kid is told by not Sully, Deshane, to go and bring a backpack to Jamie's house to basically set him up. So the police can go and raid it and everything like that. So basically, that's why the other guy, I don't know how he finds out, but he goes back to go and kill him to get revenge. Something like that. And for me, I thought they set that part up real. Like, they set that part up good, because of how like the mum's trying to protect her son, and that is like a real consequence that they come back on them. And yeah, it was just a sad part of the story, so I did like that part.
Yeah, you know, I hate to say it, man. And I would say again, it's like for me, again, it goes to my whole point, you know, like when people are quick to jump on this whole bandwagon and thinking how, you know, glorifying this lifestyle.
Yeah.
Just think about like every person in this show. Like look what once you're in that world.
Yeah.
Look what happens. Like you're in that world. It's like if you think about in a normal situation, like how are you gonna trust a kid anyway?
Yeah.
Like how can you trust a child to do anything? You know, like anything loyal?
No, that's true.
Because they're kids. They got young minds still.
Yeah.
Like, do you mean putting that faith in somebody? It's stupid. Like you wouldn't normally sit down there and get like someone who's under. I wouldn't even say 18 because 18 is just a number we use.
Yeah.
But I mean, you don't trust someone who's like what 10, 11, 12 to do anything responsible. Do you mean?
Yeah.
Or to hold your best secrets, to hold this and that. So I mean, it's just stupid. About seeing that lifestyle of, you know, oh well, you told no one to get you, or
exactly.
It's like, I'm just thinking all these people like don't. Like, I hope like they see the other side of this. It's like, look, it's an ad. If anything, it's an ad not to live that lifestyle.
Yeah, and I think, do you know, it really works as that if they addressed it slightly differently. And I think that's what, for me, that's the main problem with the show. Like, I like it because if you look at it from, like we were saying, like if you look at it from a different perspective, because I've heard people look at it, like you're saying, from both sides.
Yeah.
So you got people that are like, yeah, that's like the best thing I've seen. Yeah, because he should have just shot that guy and all that sort of stuff. And it's like, wait a minute, are you looking at the negatives that's being portrayed as well?
Yeah.
And if you look at it from the other side, they do show in certain points, like this is really all negative. This shouldn't really be going on.
Yeah.
But they don't really address it. And I know it's always said, like, show, don't tell when you're writing stuff. But some of it, I feel like they should kind of tell it a little bit, like to make it shown, or at least show it to make it a bit more kind of impactful that this isn't the way that you want to go.
Yeah.
Because none of the people who are acting in the show are probably doing that. Maybe one or two, I don't know. But for the most of them, they're either rappers, singers, or actors.
Well, exactly.
So they're not doing that in real life. Like, this is all just a portrayal of something. So when you look at it, they should be kind of showing, listen, we live different lives. Maybe input a bit of their life into the show to show you there's a different way of doing things as well. It's not just all about being on road and doing the same sort of rubbish.
Yeah, exactly. And again, for me, the ending, this is nothing which I was waiting for to see what happens. And how's it end? And it was, it was literally, it's kind of like, we're all selling drugs. Oh no, there's a drought.
Yeah.
Oh, we got drugs again. Yeah. We're going to go to the car showroom. Let's buy this whip, bro. I'm like, what? I'm like, again, this is what I'm saying to you about the whole perpetuated and glorifying this lifestyle. Because straight away it was like, yeah, man's gonna buy this. Man's gonna pay for cash. One thing, I worked in a car showroom, yeah. If anyone come in looking how they came in, yeah, so much they're gonna buy a car with cash. I mean, that no go so. I mean, that is not happening, mate. All right, don't come to a fucking car. Excuse my image again. Yeah. I just I'm saying nonsense. Yeah, we're selling drugs again. All the young black people selling drugs again. Like
exactly, yeah.
Oh,
but the drought, as you said, yeah. But that was exactly it for me. That was like kind of like the last straw of what was going on. It was like, yeah, the way they came back. It was basically the glorification of this whole thing. Like, oh yeah, we got drugs again. We can sell, and now we got money, and we're all happy. And we're going to parties and stuff like that. And I was like, come on,
especially we didn't say it before, but again, look, especially the white people. Okay, and this is a podcast for everybody, so it's not like case of, I'm not saying as in white people in general, the white characters in the show, okay, so make just fair disclaimer, don't worry, we love everybody here.
Oh yeah, I forgot that, isn't that the part where like, Asher D's character is in the party with them, exactly, and they're all drinking wine and crap, exactly. I forgot that was the end, I thought that was like a midpoint. No. That is the end in their montage. Again,
it ends with Asher D has a new distro, a new supplier, who is the white couple we saw before, who have loads of money and have a nice lifestyle, a nice homes, a nice, nice official cover-up buildings and businesses. That's what we end with. So the stupid black people are spending the money, selling drugs to each other, getting the kids to do this, trying to kill it on black kids, And then the white people are like, hey, we've given you all these drugs. Here's all our money. Let's buy. Let's invest.
Yeah, exactly. And it was ridiculous, like all of that sort of part as well. The way they ended it was kind of like, oh yeah, this is the happy times. This is the good times of having drugs and being being in the drug business. And I thought that was ridiculous. I'm gonna say a good character that I thought who was good at acting.
Go on.
Was her real name is Jasmine Jobson, who played Jack.
You like Jack, did you?
Yeah, I thought she played it pretty well. Of just being like just one of these people just on the estate. She kind of looked dirty as well. Like, it's not like somebody she's selling drugs. Everyone that I know who's ever done it looks kind of dirty.
Yeah,
they're just standing there.
Method
I
actress.
was like, listen, it looks real. So I thought she played the part really well, and I thought it was a good like. How they tried to change it from being the other guy, who's it, Driss?
Yeah.
To her. Again, they tried to do the consequences of like kind of not smoking but breathing gas and stuff like that.
Yeah, balloons.
Balloons, and he ends up Driss ends up having a stroke.
Yeah,
that's why in this episode, like you can see the effects of him having a stroke and stuff like that. And I was like, it was a little kind of thing they put in there. Which was meant to be positive, and I guess it's positive in the sense of negative to be positive. To show you the consequence of what's happening. So I thought, okay, at least they're trying to say that it's not a good thing to do.
You said earlier before there's a line where they touched on about investing and stuff.
Investing.
Remember earlier we were talking earlier in the podcast before the spoilers.
I think this is what I was talking about. So it wasn't investing, but it was basically when they were going to the council.
Yeah.
So at the end, during that same montage of the cars and everything,
I
think you've got the same Jack, and another guy, and Driss. So I think it's Jack and Driss in a council meeting, and they're like arguing for the estate and why hasn't the council done more for the estate and stuff like that. And it was like you could have shown that a bit earlier to show like we're trying to better the place and have like maybe some contradictions between people saying we see you selling drugs on the estate and you're coming down here to help the estate, so why are you still selling drugs? You could have done something where there's a better back and forth between having some kind of no, it wasn't Driss, it was someone else, but there could have been some back and forth of why this isn't a good thing, but they don't do that. They stick to being a top boy on this estate is a good thing. Outside there are positives, but being a top boy isn't bad either. You can sell drugs, it's all good. That's basically what they feel. That's what it feels like when you're watching it, instead of it being like selling drugs, being a top boy isn't the biggest thing. It's like that is the lowest point of what you can be doing in life, and there's other things that you could be doing that's much better for your time, for your life, for your family, all that sort of stuff. But
do you know what? I don't. Maybe I don't. Maybe I'm just living some bubble. I swear there used to be a time back in the day where like drugs was not a cool thing.
Yeah.
Like selling drugs, that type of stuff wasn't cool.
Yeah, that's true. That wasn't. Like, I remember there was certain times that you just anyone who done it, you just be like, oh, that person just wasting their life. Like, that's just a waste. But nowadays it's like become the biggest thing. Like, everyone should be doing it. And it's like, no, that's just not how we grew up. Just not how we grew up. I'm sure that's not how a majority of people kind of grew up. It's somehow, I feel like it has come through media. Like,
no, exactly.
Glorification through media. This is how it's always good to when you're watching a film. Yeah. You're like, this looks exciting, but you should have a disconnect of this is a film, this isn't real life. And most films, like one of my favorite films again is is Italian film.
Weapons in it.
I just had it in my head. It literally just had it in my head. It's gone.
Weapons in it.
Basically, it's about drug dealers. It's Martin Scorsese film.
Goodfellas.
Yeah. So Goodfellas. Like even looking at that, you look at the whole thing of it, and by the end of it, he ends up with nothing. His life's falling apart. Yeah. He's basically on the FBI's, most wanted list, living it. And for me, I like that because it does show you the consequence of it. It shows you, the whole thing when you're young, you think this is a good thing because you don't know any better. Yeah. And then when you get to the end of it, you're like, well, that didn't go anywhere. You wasted most of your time. You lost all the money that you had. And basically, now you're just sitting, For me, I like that as a film because it did show the consequence of that whole thing.
No, it's true, man. I think, I mean, for me, like that lifestyle, you're setting yourself up to fail. Like, just believe you're setting yourself up to fail. Yes, you can make loads of money. Yes, you can.
Mm-hmm.
But as you can see, like, you know, look at real life. Look around you. Look at these people. Some people out there right now. Yeah. Look at even in the show. It's when you're fighting to be the top of anything. There's someone always behind you who wants to be there as well.
Exactly.
Even Kano says it. Do you mean it's like, yeah, like we're fighting this war, but what about the next one? What about the next one?
No, it's true.
Like, what type of life is that to live?
Yeah.
You have all this money for what?
Nah, that's all we got, man. All we got is this estate. That's all we're gonna be.
Yeah.
That's what he basically literally says in the show. We ain't got no other dreams, no other aspirations. It's like this is it. And again, going back to even like films like Scarface,
Yeah.
like non filmed about black people. Even you could go to other films, but even films like Scarface, where at the end you go through the whole thing of him making money, coming to America, making money. So if I'm spoiling this, you should have watched it. It's old. So yeah. And then basically the end of it is he gets his big empire and he gets killed.
Yeah.
And it's like literally because it never ends up good. Like in films and even in real life, when you look at people around you who've done that sort of thing and you're like, wait a minute, none of them have ended up anywhere that's any, you know, they don't end up anywhere that's really good. So
yeah, but that's what happens when you ban drill.
Idiots. I should have thought of that. But yeah, no, it's true.
Oh gosh.
But I know this is like definitely a more serious like topic.
Yeah.
But it is. It's a serious topic, especially like you saying when you're seeing people standing on the states or like acting things out, or you're hearing people that you know say how good this show is, but they miss out like the deeper kind of influence it may have on people. I think it definitely needs to be said.
This is do you know what? And everyone I'm saying right now, look, it's just my opinion. And
Nice.
you know, and everyone listens to this, I'm looking forward to having a conversation with you because I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying you're wrong either. This is my opinion on it. Do you mean? So for me, it's like I kind of feel like, as you just said, Terrence, I kind of feel like when it's other people, when it's somebody else's story who's not black, it usually feels like, you know, you can end in a way where it's like, oh, well, you kind of learn like in the end, you shouldn't have been doing that.
Yeah.
But I feel like, you know, a good way to control black people and young minds is like you keep that story perpetuated. So it's like we'll show you, oh, that's like other things you could do.
Yeah.
Like you could go college, but I mean, you're gonna get educated, but 9 to 5, innit?
No, it's true.
But it's true, innit?
Yeah.
It means you could do that, but you're making real peas, innit?
You should see the face.
Yeah.
That's why I'm laughing so much. Yeah. You could do it. It's like, yeah.
But it's true. Do you mean? It's like, you know, you could make real peas.
Yeah.
On doing, but actually, if you do this as well, and then you end again, you don't end it with, we taught you a lesson. Like, oh, well, it can all come crashing down. No, you end on, hey, and look, we have money. We got through the hard part, you know?
Oh, my gosh.
And it's perpetuating shit. Do you mean?
No, it's exactly that. And even going back to, speaking the other day, I was speaking to Shazza about it.
Yeah.
And he was saying, basically, there's one thing that I did think of when I was watching it.
Yeah.
So the girl basically he's like, oh yeah, go to, so there's a girl that Ashley's character likes in there.
Yeah.
So the Shane likes in there. And he's like, oh yeah, I got this bracelet for you.
Yeah.
So she's like, oh yeah, no, I'm not gonna take it until you tell me what you want to do with your life. Like, have you got bigger aspirations? So he's like, he takes the chain back. And basically throughout the show, he keeps trying to give her the chain.
Yeah.
And he never answers the question of what does he want more for his life.
Yeah.
And then at the end, she just accepts the chain and accepts that he's a drug dealer. And then he gets the girl and he goes on like living the same way. And literally, it just tells you, oh yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing. It doesn't matter. There's no consequence to it.
Yeah.
Because you'll get the girl, like you either get the girl, you get the, you know, so-called prize in most films. That's how they do it. So yeah, you'll get the person you want. You get the life you want. Just keep on doing what you're doing. The only consequence they actually show at the end is that the police are basically, the police are onto them and they're going to try and take him down. After all this time, without having any interaction with the police.
Yeah, but again, and all it is doing is that's just setting up next season.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's not setting up the idea that he actually learning lessons
or that anything's gonna happen to him.
Yeah,
it'll probably be next season. Police are chasing him. He gets away with it.
Of course.
And it's like, oh yeah, just keep on doing what you're doing. It's okay. Like literally, it's really bad. Yeah.
Like,
when you think of it in that sense, if that's what they do in the next season, it doesn't help anyone.
And again, we know already. Again, it's like we know that Jamie's in prison. Again, it's a trick with positive. Oh well, you know what? Look, you're smart, you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
Man's smart. So look, I can give them this footage, which again, not to be funny, why hasn't Jamie got that footage himself?
Yeah.
Because I'm pretty sure did Jamie's camera stop recording?
I think it did. Yeah. So I think his
Okay,
camera stopped recording.
Okay, I
he
take that
took
back.
over the line. Yeah.
I take that back because I thought that
He just
Ashley,
split.
yeah, I thought
Yeah,
Ashley D could also see what was going on.
Yeah.
So anyway, okay, cool. So we'll leave that. But my point still is, what you're leading up to is that, you know what, you're smart. Like, man can have you out of prison, innit? So you can send drugs from me to make it look like a positive.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, it's the same shit. We've been doing the same thing for each season.
Yeah.
We're always exploiting young black kids.
Exactly, yeah.
We're all doing the same thing. Do you mean, it's like, it's just,
It's true. And sorry if I'm going to quickly add a spoiler for season 2, the end.
I was going to
So
say.
Covey airs for about 30 seconds.
Yeah.
So at the end of season 2, basically, Deshane, Ashley's character, throws a child off. No, sorry.
No, it doesn't.
No, he doesn't throw a child. A child gets thrown off the balcony for him to protect him.
Yeah.
And basically, there's no really even a kind of shout back to what happened or anything for me that kind of shows like, oh yeah, this child just got thrown off the balcony. Like we're gonna explain, a little bit of it. I know it's been like 5 years, 6 years, so maybe it makes sense not to say anything. Everything would have been kind of, done by that time. But for us who are watching each, who have obviously gonna binge the first and second seasons, we come to that point and it's like, nope, that's it. And also quickly, there's no come up, kind of comeuppance for even them killing the Asian guy. Benedict, what was he?
Benedict Wong.
Yeah, Benedict Wong.
But I mean, we don't see him kill. We don't see him dead though. He doesn't get stabbed.
Yeah, but he gets stabbed right in the artery and he's bleeding out on the floor, and then they leave him there. Like,
I don't know.
Die,
he didn't get stabbed. He just didn't get stabbed. And he's they don't say how much he got in his artery. We don't get stabbed, and they walk off.
That's true. Maybe I'm wrong, but he pretty much was bleeding similar. That's an excuse. This is just my example, but yeah, he looked like he could have been dying. Maybe he survived. Maybe someone got to him in time. But even then, they don't really kind of go anywhere with that for me.
Yeah, but that was end. I wouldn't say it's important because that was end of last season. So I mean, his character wasn't relevant. That was only relevant to why Jem was leaving.
Yeah, that's true. So, with his dad. But yeah, for me, the main thing was the boy getting thrown off the thing, and they don't really go anywhere with it.
Yep.
Would it even been good if they just went to say that?
Black boy.
Yeah, the black boy gets thrown off by the Albanian thing. But it would have been good if they would like, oh yeah, that's why the Albanians Sorry, the Albanians.
That's what Albanians.
That's why the Albanians.
Wait, excuse me, mate. Are you Albanian? what you got there?
What's that Albanian? So, but that's why the Albanians are gone. Because there was some investigation because of the whole death, and that's why now the Turks have taken over.
Yeah,
just come up with something.
Anyway, I feel like we've done a long rant.
It has been.
In all honesty, like that's part of the reason why I want to talk about this, because I mean it is important. Like this is important for a lot of people, and I think for me it's important because part of the reason why.
So last thing.
See how this.
No. So
what on, fam? What's going on? What's going on?
No, let me quickly say this before I forget. Another thing which was stupid. Another big thing that was ridiculous for me. The guy gets acid in his face, and then he comes at the end, and they're all praising him, and he's like, "Yay, I'm out of hospital."
Modi?
No, not Modi, the other guy. He looks like Modi by the end.
Oh, who got
him?
The
guy who got the acid in his face.
I got confused who was. I didn't know who was.
He looks like Modi. He looks like the character
Modi Part 2.
Exactly. So like by the end of it, it's like, oh yeah, he comes back.
Yeah.
And they're like, sorry, I'll sound like a spit. But yeah, he comes back and he's like, yeah, I'm out of hospital, everything's good.
Yay.
And it's like his face is all like all bent up. It's not that bad, but and I was like, wait a minute, come on.
But is he selling peas though, bro?
Getting peas.
Exactly.
He's blind in one eye, but getting peas. And he's getting that better. No, I'm not joking. No, but, yeah. it was just, for me, that part was like ridiculous. Cause I was like, come on, you just, all of these things that they're doing is like, yeah. But for me, I think they could have dealt with these things a bit better.
Yeah, and again, I think I said before in the beginning, and I think let me try and be fair to Top Boy, because again, there's loads of good things about it, loads of good elements.
Yeah, definitely.
I think, maybe because we live in a world where, for Black British TV shows, there's not enough representing us. There's not enough representing the spectrum of what we are, of who we are.
Yeah.
So I think that's the reason why I have more of an issue with it. Do you mean? I feel like these production companies, and yes, I'm blaming these production companies. I'm blaming the production companies. I'm blaming the writers. I'm blaming the channels. I'm blaming all you fucking people. Okay? No, I know. Listen, this is my platform. I don't see what I want to say. Like, for me,
blaming there. That's
but true. Like, I blame all of them for. It's like you're just quick to perpetuate this shit. Like, do you mean? Like, you're just quick to perpetuate this shit and jump on it because there's money for you. That's how I feel.
Yeah,
I feel like, do you mean? It's like, come out. Let's do some more other things. Let's do more black dramas. Let's do more black sci-fi. Let's do more black comedies. Let's do and do it the same quality as Top Boy.
Yeah.
Because Top Boy is quality.
Yeah, it is.
Do you mean they deserve credit? Do you mean I don't want any of the actors
to think,
or anyone to feel like they did a bad job, because they didn't do a bad job.
No.
But I can imagine the power, the influence, the impact
if having that
you guys all were pushing the positive narrative.
Yeah.
Or even if you had this negative story, you push the positive on how, actually we're coming out of this. We're actually going to push, do you mean, change things up. Imagine Top Boy actually ended with them saying, do you know what? It's long been the top boy in this estate. We're all nothing, do you mean? And I just saw the end of it. It's like, even in real life, there's so many people who I used to know, those people,
lots of people.
Those people who used to hair, but used to shot, do you mean? And living this type of lifestyle.
No, it's true.
And what happened is the police came in, they kicked down the doors, they arrested everybody in the state, and do you know what they did next? They knocked the state down.
Yep.
You're done. Okay? That was it. That was your fucking Top Boy story. That was your life. Done.
Literally, I like that.
But it's the truth.
Because that's exactly what happened.
Do you mean?
Like, everyone in certain areas, that's exactly what happened. They got moved out and then they had to move on with their life.
And that's what happened. Do you mean? Case of you run around to be your king of your fucking castle.
Yeah.
That meant nothing, because once when you're repping your fucking ends, and then have a big rich business people come in and say, do you know what? We want to put our fucking coffee shop here and our bagel bite thing. Yeah. Actually, no. Bagel bite is good. I like bagel bite. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't put bagel bites in this.
I'm sorry, bagel bite.
Don't put bagel bites.
I'm more meant to say like waffle houses.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Like when you put in the waffle houses, do you mean which being served by bloody Aussies and frigging people who know nothing but struggle, because this is happening in frigging like South. For me, again, it's like it shows you like it don't mean anything. You're fighting each other. You're fighting each other for no reason. Like for me, people who look like you have some more unity. I mean, build something stronger and move forward.
No, it's true.
I mean, don't let these stupid TV shows kind of confuse your head.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. It's just the confusion that seems to come from it, and it's like
let me breathe. Let me breathe. Anyway, again, that's just my opinion. I'm saying that's just my opinion. You want to do that? It's cool. I want the best for people of all types of age groups, skin color, religions, everything. I'm a peaceful person. Do you mean? And I see the traps that the media puts out for people. Do you mean? Kind of how the media pits us against each other. And I feel like, I only speak up so passionately about this because, I don't want people looking at me, watching TV shows of that, looking at me and thinking they know me. Yeah. Because you don't know me.
No, that's true.
Do you mean? And I know that I'm pretty sure if we lived in a world where roles were reversed and we saw only white people was on TV were the criminals, and we have, but yet as a black community we have people who are doing all types of things and representing all types of things. I'm pretty sure if I saw a white person come up down the road, I would be like, yeah, he's probably one of those dodgy people. Because unfortunately, that's how people's minds work. It's sad, but it's true. So,
no, it's true.
Anyway, this has been a longer podcast than I thought it had to be. And you know what? We've missed out loads of bits, and I'm happy because when you watch the show for yourself,
you'll see bits that we definitely missed, because there's certain things I was like, oh yeah, I can't get to that now. It's too late.
Yeah, and I purposely didn't say certain things because I want them to, because it's 10 episodes.
Yeah.
So I don't want to ruin the whole thing for you. Just watch it yourself. Because yes, I will say, yes, I would recommend it. I'll say, watch the show. Understand that this isn't a reflection of all black people.
Yeah.
keep your eyes open for, make sure you're aware of all the negative stereotypes you're seeing there. Don't be like, just be more aware of what you're watching. But I mean, yeah, that's just my thoughts. And if on Netflix, if you haven't got I'm pretty sure you have Netflix. If you haven't got Netflix, I'm sure a friend has it, so you can just watch it on their account.
Yep. No, that's exactly it. That's exactly it. Any last words, brother?
Not really. My last words were, I've had a few people reaching out to me on Instagram, which I really, really appreciate. Thank you so much. Again, I'm Seth Gabriel on Instagram. I'm on Twitter, but I don't really use it as much. So Instagram, DM me. We can continue the conversation there. If you have any recommendations, do that. Again, any positive, let us know if you work with any kind of positive things in the community for all types of people, black, white, low class, up class, anything. I don't really care. Anything positive that you want us to talk about or promote, then let us know, because I'm more than happy to kind of there was this. I need to look into this. There's a black mentor scheme thing which I saw on TV, which I need to look into more. But yeah, I just want to say just there's loads of good things out there.
Yeah.
Do you mean? And yeah, let us know so we can share it for you. What about you, T? Any last words?
No, just follow me and all that good stuff, and the T for short, and then all that on Twitter and stuff. But not really. I mean, yeah, everything that we said today is pretty much my thoughts on it. Yeah, so it's been good. The only other thing is, not much to be said. I think soon though. The next podcast, I've definitely got something to probably say.
Next time you might speak.
So next time I've got something to say. Well, I've nearly finished the first draft.
Oh yeah. So what you working on? Yes, you said almost done. Yeah.
Yeah, so I nearly finished the first draft and quarter way through the other one, and then. Yeah, I've got a couple of things doing. So yeah, next time I'll let you know.
Yeah, we've got some big things coming.
Yeah,
coming soon.
I'm hoping that I'll let you read it, and then Seth just this isn't good at all. We have to get rid of this.
No.
No, don't talk about that on the podcast.
Shame.
We don't talk about that show. Exactly. But see what happens next. But
yeah, cool. Look, Kimmy, thank you very much for listening to us Top Boy episode. I hope we gave you some things which the other podcast didn't, or other reviews on TV didn't. Yeah. I feel like a lot of people I've listened to haven't said a lot of what we've said. So I'm happy to be one of the people to actually say something else differently. So again, doesn't mean we're right, but I mean, it's good to have difference of opinions.
Exactly, yeah.
So I mean, there's probably an on-road review where someone on the road is like, listen fam, that thing there's wrong, no. When they actually sound it, they don't sound like that at all. Imagine it sounded like that. It'd be really weird.
Nah, fam.
Nah. They don't sound like that. Okay, they sound like yeah. That's the wrong road. That's the roads of Oxford.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, what a guan.
So your maps got me confused. Sorry about this, people, because it goes from there to there. So yeah, it looks kind of weird. But anyway, I mean, other than that, I think that is it.
Yeah, that's cool.
Dub. So yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, guys and ladies and gentlemen and everything. We're out now, and yeah, thank you very much for listening. Peace. So I was gonna do that part. Definitely do end of every episode.
Yep.
But because man got really gassed up.
Exactly. Bro.
On Top Boy.
Yeah, exactly.
So
man on the road now, innit?
Exactly. Man don't be moist,
They don't get it, bro.
I mean, I'm trying to be the top. Man's trying to be top boy podcasting,
Yeah, I'm being top boy. Gonna get my night supplier. Oh no, forget about it. I messed that up.